Okay, so I did this a while ago, except it was just Youtuebrs. And the drawings were questionable. But hey, we have better equipment, better drawing skills, and a better drawing app. Let's go ahead and get started with this video. Alright, so the first YouTuber is me, obviously, the best Tower of Hell YouTuber. I'm using the character Jojos as the model. Now the thing with Jojos is that it is known for its unique art style, incredible art, vibrant colors, and unique sense of fashion. This led to them even making several collabs with brands like Gucci, Balenciaga, Vans, Converse, Mercedes, and others. It even has a room in the Louvre Museum, which holds the famous Mona Lisa. Story-wise, it's got amazing music, an amazing storyline, best power system, and my favorite anime and even show in general. I'm separating it into 3 different layers. First is shapes and limbs, then a rough sketch of details, then the final outline. I gave myself the middle part still, but made it more fluffier and rounded. And the scarf, I made it fluffy also. I started the final outline, and I made his hand almost pulling the scarf put away. While editing, I realized my microphone was on while I was drawing, and I don't remember what this is from, but I am currently laughing at it. Then I heard this and it all made sense. Gave myself a lil hat and started coloring. So far this was already a major improvement from the one I did 2 years ago. Yeah, we don't talk about that one. I gave myself blue lips because that's a common trend with JoJo style, and it will match the blue theme. I decided to use brown hair instead of blue. I wanted to include both me in real life and my Roblox character into this design. For my scarf, I wanted to make it either pink or purple, as those are typically my channel colors. I tried purple, then ended up switching to pink. The rest of the coloring went pretty smoothly, and I wanted to give OT something else as I felt like it was missing something, so I added like these play buttons on it for fun. Finished up the last hand and that's it. There's Noah is Blue in JoJo style. Now remember when I said JoJo and is known for its amazing power system, well, that power system is called stands. It's basically a manifestation of one spirit, and shows up as a ghost that only you and other people who have stands can see. Each stand also has its own unique ability, like Heyrace. A few examples. So let's create me a stand. My one from last year was also quite bad, but I like this one better. This time I went for my own pose. I had trouble thinking of a design, and I wanted to include this little symbol to look like the Ixel sign. Same thing with the chest. This software has a free 1 hour a day for anyone who doesn't pay, so I bypassed this and changed the time whenever this happened, and oh boy, it was annoying. Finished the sketch and started the outline, changing a few things here and there. Started the coloring, and used the blue-purple-pink theme again. I made its limbs unattached, which will fit into its ability, which I'll describe later. I finished the coloring eventually and created the final designs. Take a look. Now the second one isn't really a Tower of Hell YouTuber anymore, but I already had a stand design in mind and he seemed like the only valid option. Squid Magic. For the squid, I wanted to make the eyes a little weird. I went for a swirl thing. I wanted to include the ink without just making the shirt ink. I made his hair the ink almost drooping over the shirt. I gave him like a scarf thingy bit like a cape, and made it caution tape. I did the same thing with the pants as I did with the hair, made it completely ink and dripping. The color scheme I was going for was yellow, black and orange, with little accents of red for like the eyes and bluish purple for the ink. I added the caution tape and designs, and spelt out caution in this cool font. I went with kind of like a white snake vibe, which is a stand from Jojo and has these lettering on it. Got the ink for the pants and it was finished. Here was the final product for Squid Magic. Now we need to give him a stand of his own. I had a rough draft for this stand about a month before I did this, and I ended up forgetting to record the rough sketching process. Let's just go ahead and do this. This stand has quite a bit going on, with the caution stripes on the arm and leg, shapes on the body, and severed hands grabbing onto its body. For the color I was gonna make it yellow and orange, but every time I saw its body with the shapes, I felt like it should be green. And so I made it green. I experimented and made these parts metallic and turned out really well. Added some shading and highlighter and put them together and boom. Second YouTuber, Squid Magic. Alright, now our last YouTuber, with 70% of the votes, Pink Leaf. What's a Tower of Hell video without Pink Leaf now? Pink Leaf doesn't have much going on about his avatar, so I had to be extra creative. I made his red halo almost like a belt around his waist, and I gave him a giant pink leaf on his back, along with one in his hand. I made some parts red to match the halo, such as his eyes and earrings. The coloring was pretty easy and quick, yet turned out to be one of the best I feel like. I had zero ideas. My first one was based off one I made a few years ago, and the second was a design I made at McDonald's for fun. But I was lost for this one. I tried several poses. I eventually just went with whatever went on in my head. The body was gonna be made entirely of the orange jump coil. Legs didn't look bad, but I had zero ideas, so I made it almost like a robot. The color scheme was pink obviously, orange and this mint blue. Made the scarf and leaf fade from pink to white, finished coloring and boom. Our finale character, Pink Leaf. There we have it, our 3 YouTubers. I hope y'all enjoyed. If this reaches 100 likes, I'll do it again.